It's time for your very late and very out-of-date SmackDown review. Not very professional from us bringing you a Friday night SmackDown review in the early hours of Monday morning. I guess if we were a wrestling company, we would be AEW, because that is pretty shit.
That's pretty much it, guys. So we're here to bring it to you with a steel cage match, with a mega match announced, and that's about it. Not much else on this show, is there? It strikes the eyeball.
Alright, well, let's go through it then and see if anything does strike the eyeball. So we start off with Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn in a steel cage match. A match normally reserved for, you know, like real rivalries and stuff like that to end a, you know, an intense rivalry. Where I don't really feel that with McIntyre and Sami Zayn. I feel like past couple of weeks, Sami Zayn's been leaving the ring and getting counted out and stuff like that. I don't know why McIntyre's so fucking annoyed, to be honest. This all started just because Sami Zayn said like 3 weeks ago he would face the next person to come through the door, and that person was Drew. I mean, I guess it was a decent short wee rivalry, but the whole fact that they've just like changed it last minute and went with something else, get into the pay-per-view, it does seem a bit off to me.
Yeah, it just screams McMahon changed the writing last second.
Yeah, I mean, like, why not at least have this match on the WrestleMania Backlash? I mean, I don't know. I think it would, but the match itself was, I mean, pretty good. Sami Zayn looked at times like he was going to win, but we all knew he was never going to win. In the end, Drew McIntyre hits the Claymore, wins, climbs to the top of the steel cage, celebrates with his sword.
Scottish Warrior.
Aye, Scottish Warrior. Aye.
Say that in Scotland.
Aye. Celebrates top of the steel cage with his sword. Not a lot else to say there. I mean, good opener for SmackDown.
It's always good seeing a steel cage match.
But it probably goes downhill from here. That's the main issue. Up next we have Happy Talk. Happy Corbin is on. Obviously he's on Happy Talk. It's his show. He's the host. He says that tonight he's going to destroy, you know, the one thing that means the most to Madcap Moss.
The statue.
He says that Happy Talk has been so much better without Madcap Moss's horrible jokes. The statue's carried out to the ring. He asks someone to bring him a sledgehammer. There's a man dressed up in like a jumpsuit, kind of like boiler suit overalls. I thought he was in Slipknot for a second. But it turns out this man is Madcap Moss. He gets in the ring, he swings the sledgehammer, he misses Madcap Moss, and then they have a brawl. He misses Happy Corbin, then he has a brawl, and Madcap Moss kicks Corbin's ass, and Corbin retreats. And I don't like seeing people use a sledgehammer that ain't Triple H, right? That's just my personal opinion. It doesn't really do it for me. I guess you could argue what other weapons could they have used, but plus, you know, he's never going to really hit with the sledgehammer. See, back in the day, like when Triple H, it was like if Triple H hit you with a sledgehammer, it was fucking over. I mean, JR was making it
after the match.
JR was making it. It was going to end your life. I mean,
don't do it. Goldberg gets fucking the skull crushed by Evolution. Austin getting the skull crushed by Triple H. And now we move on to this.
Aye, so I mean, it's Happy Corbin.
Fucking Madcap Moss. Madcap your ass on out of here, jabroni.
It's mad to think this guy almost died like 2 months ago. Now he's getting a push. I don't really care for him. I mean, I'm nothing personal against the guy. I don't really get it.
The fact he's a face now and the jokes are still pish, it just doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, cut those jokes out. I think Madcap Moss is the fucking joke.
Talk about it doesn't work.
Speaking of jokes, up next with Ricochet versus Shanky. Before this match, Jinder Mahal confronted Ricochet backstage. Ricochet was talking to Aliyah, 317, and Ricochet must be the most uncharismatic, boring bastard in WWE. I can't think of someone that is just worse than Ricochet. I mean, this is the definition of paint drying, this guy. I don't care if he's good in the ring, he can do flips, super kicks, dives. I mean, 95% of the roster can do all that. I mean, we need to get the belt off Ricochet as quick as possible.
I didn't come here to talk. Get the fuck out of my ring, boy.
I just don't know why this guy's even on the roster. Send him to AEW, seriously. Anyway, Mahal's backstage. He wants another shot. Ricochet's like, yeah, that's fine. I'll beat any man who stands in front of me. Then Shanky kind of stands in front of Jinder Mahal and looks down at Ricochet and says, well, face me. Ricochet accepts. Jinder Mahal seems a bit annoyed. That's how this match happens. And then in the match, Ricochet defeats Shanky. The commentators were trying to put over Shanky as a dominant threat because of his height and all this stuff. But, I mean, we've literally seen this guy get battered when he's had like 3-on-1 and 4-on-1 advantages. So, I mean, even though he's against a much smaller guy here, you just never felt like Shanky was going to win this match. And a guy the size of Shanky, you shouldn't really feel that way. It's a bit weird.
Especially against a guy against Ricochet.
Yeah, it's a bit...
We're not talking about Austin here, we're talking about Ricochet.
And then again, I think you felt the same about Khali, didn't you, in his face turn? Like, see, like, when he's doing the Khali kiss cam, that era, he's teaming up with Santino. Fuck me.
I know, but the monster thing had already happened here. For Shanky, nothing's happened.
Yeah, so I mean, Shanky...
Like Scoob.
Shanky gets beat at the end. He's leaving backstage. The commentator wants words, and he just looks at her and walks off. And the title on SmackDown is Shanky is too upset for words. I'm going to change up with my own title.
I'm too upset for reviews.
Shanky's too shite to say any words. So I mean, the guy's got nothing to say. Well, face me.
No.
Fucking send this guy to NXT UK because we don't watch that show. With Raquel Rodriguez making her debut against some unknown person. Cole put over the fact that Rodriguez was making her debut, and Pat McAfee rightfully put over the fact that the other person was also making her debut. But the thing is, we know who Raquel Rodriguez is, and we've had like segments and promos in the past couple of weeks building up to her debut. We don't know who this fucking person is. This is just basically a enhancement talent. It's probably someone from like NXT UK that's in Andrew Chase's like university lineup that we haven't really been introduced to yet.
It's a teachable moment.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess Raquel Rodriguez teach this person how to lose, because she did lose. Raquel won, but I mean, this person got a bit of offense in. Just seemed a bit weird. I thought for her debut, it would have won more convincingly. I mean, don't get me wrong, she fucking won easy in the end, but Raquel Rodriguez is pretty big. I would have thought, considering she was against a nobody, I thought like she might have just dominated, but nah, she actually got some, like, she actually sold a few maneuvers, so bit strange. Then we had the contract signing. I mean, it's like a contract signing every week. It's impossible to get excited about a contract signing in WWE when it happens every single fucking week. It literally does feel that way. I reckon since the Royal Rumble, we've probably had at least, I'd say 8-10, and that's me being
Easily,
generous.
I'd say so.
I mean, I think we've had 2 now for Ronda Rousey and Charlotte. We've had them for Roman Reigns and Brock.
Becky.
I mean, Becky and Bianca had one. Becky and Liv Morgan had one. Becky and Leah had one. I mean,
that's, yeah, we're almost at 10 now.
You know, it's literally fucking everybody's having them. Then tonight we had another one. Riddle says he couldn't tell this was apart. Orton says he can tell them apart, no problem.
He's the right-hand man.
He said, that guy, he's the right-hand man, and this guy's a little bitch, which I thought was pretty funny. And then the Usos attacked RK Bro. RK Bro got the upper hand. They started beating down the Usos. Next minute, Roman Reigns' theme hits. Pat McAfee's marking out, the Big Us has arrived. And then the Usos attacked them from behind, beat them up. Roman Reigns got in the ring. Wasn't really doing anything, just directing traffic. Then Drew McIntyre makes the save.
It's the Scottish Warrior. Braveheart has entered the combat suit. And now we're getting a 6-man tag, brother. With no titles on the line.
Seems like a downgrade to me. How can we go from title unification match to 6-man tag? I'm not. I mean, it's a fun match, like, but can they not give you this on SmackDown? Could this not main event
this
SmackDown?
This says to me that fucking Reigns will probably get beat.
I don't see Reigns losing this. I can see the Bloodline maybe losing, but
that's what I mean. I'm not saying he'll get pinned, like, but I think they'll lose him.
I just don't get it.
Why couldn't the tag titles have still been on the line?
Why did your voice have to fucking be so squeaky?
Why could the tag titles have been on the line? You know what I mean, though? Why couldn't, like, McIntyre and Reigns have just been in the match, but the tag titles were on the line?
Sound like Paul Lamar. Remember his voice went up?
Sorry, don't me. You don't believe me.
God bless me, Kev.
You're passing in son of an Ulster, man. Carry all the food, yeah. Anyway, back to America.
Back to SmackDown. American Dream.
Naomi defeated Shayna Baszler.
I'm just a working man. Anyway, up next. Is that what we're on? No, it's not. Heyman visits Adam Pearce, and Heyman asks Adam Pearce to create this 6-man tag team match. Adam Pearce says he can't do it. He's already got a unification title match scheduled and he can't just scrap that. And then Paul Heyman says something along the lines of, well, wait till the board of directors find out I'm unhappy and you'll be in trouble. Since when the fuck did Paul Heyman, like, when did Paul Heyman being happy or unhappy, like, affect
the board of directors?
I mean, I just don't... I mean, this doesn't make fucking sense to me. It's not like Stephanie McMahon back in the day. It's like, well, wait till I tell my daddy you didn't give me the match I want. You know what I mean? It's not... like someone reporting back to... I just... Adam Pearce is in kayfabe fucking mode higher up. He's an official. Paul Heyman's just a manager.
He should just tell right, you
Adam Pearce,
Boris bastard. Back in the queue, sir.
Adam Pearce is supposed to trump Heyman, so why is kowtowing and giving into his demands? He books a 6-man tag match. I don't get it. And it doesn't make any sense, because Roman Reigns, a couple weeks ago, gave the Usos the objective. He says that the goal of the Bloodline was to capture the gold, and he sent them to Raw to win the Raw Tag Team titles.
And now they're a 180.
Then all of a sudden...
The show's a 180.
Then all of a sudden Heyman's like, nah, we don't want the title match. It's like, what the fuck is this? Anyway, yeah. We had a WWE person... We had a Make-A-Wish segment where a woman that looked like a grown-ass woman, she just did not look like a kid to me. Not judging here. If it's someone who's old and maybe... or older, and they're not mentally all there, then, that's good for them. Nice to see them get to go to a WWE show, but this certainly didn't look like a kid to me.
Maybe
it was like one of the Chris Hansen shows, when he goes, "Oh, Tom's a 19-year-old student, but he could easily pass for 13." And you're like, no.
My mommy and my daddy. Yeah.
Fucking hell. I know we're being sidetracked here onto Chris Hansen.
We're missing chromosome.
But no, I know they want to use that word, right? Because it's like, oh, it makes them seem younger by saying mommy and that. But I just like that guy. I think that was creepier than the nonce.
Fucking was.
That 19-year-old going, I live with my mommy and daddy. I mean, what? Fuck. Anyway, Naomi versus Shayna Baszler. What happened? Because I can't remember.
Naomi defeats Shayna Baszler. It was so stupid, right? Seeing the build up to Mania and probably Backlash. You had these promo packages and highlight pack of Baszler trading up Rousey, and yet here she is jobbing out to Naomi. How fucking stupid is that? Remember Drew Gulak was trading up Bryan about a year ago? Why did they do stuff like that? Could you see Austin going into his match with Michaels at Mania 14? Was he getting Savio Vega to trade him up? No, he wasn't. He was fucking drinking beer and going to kick his fucking ass.
And that's the bottom line. Cause Stone Cold said so.
Basically,
no, but
Natalya unleashed a vicious post-match break.
Is my time clock fucked here, or was Shayna Baszler not getting pushed mega a few months ago? Remember she broke Nia Jax's arm, and then she broke...
Nia Jax has been in the company in about 3 years.
So was that a long time ago?
Yeah.
Was it really?
It wasn't, no, 3 years ago.
And she broke Eva Marie's a year ago. When Shayna Baszler was breaking arms.
Nia Jax's been gone a while.
Has she actually?
Eva Marie's probably been gone about a good 6 months.
But did that lead to anything? Because I don't remember Shayna Baszler getting a title.
Fuck all, don't. It's just awful.
See, like Shayna Baszler, Tamina, Natalya. These are just people. That mix just get thrown together in a tag team once in a while because they fuck all for them, and we're supposed to believe they're a dominant threat. I mean, I genuinely believe they should all be released. I mean, Tamina must be nearly 40.
She is.
Shayna Baszler, I think, is 41, and Natalya must be near 40 as well. I just don't see the value. It's not like, I mean, I hate to keep
a combined age 140 or 100.
I hate to keep coming back to this, but it's not like they're The Rock. I just don't see the value in them. I mean, I would bring up people from NXT or something.
That's it precisely. Go with the future.
I mean, NXT definitely is the future.
Why go with something old that's pish?
I mean, no, but you look at the NXT roster, and fucking most of it's in their early 20s.
That's what pisses me off about these smarks, right? They have a problem with using Brock and Goldberg as part-timers, right? Guys who are actually fucking over. But see these people who are shite, and then they release them.
Balor and stuff. Balor's fucking 40 odds. See back in the day when Michaels and Taker, they're like, oh, push young guys.
Aye,
but now they don't want the young guys pushed. They want the old pish guy, or like Cesaro, who's fucking past his prime and push Cesaro. Why?
For how hypocritical is that they don't want these part-timers who are actually over but yet these people who are like around about the same age are full time and shite. They just want to keep them, or you can't release them.
Like, what age is Triple H now? 52. 10 years ago, he was pretty much done as a wrestler.
Yeah.
He's the same age as Balor. Balor's full time. But yet, 10 years ago, people were like, oh, push the young guys.
God damn it, Triple H.
Even around Triple H when he was in Evolution, they're like, push the young guys. Fucking Triple H was in mid-30s.
I know.
But it's alright. And I like AJ Styles, no one's got a problem. But how come no one says, oh, get AJ Styles out the main event, push the young guys? You know, it's just, they'll go with the flow, whatever.
Even like, Xavier Woods up next, guys. I mean, he's old. He's like 48.
Kofi Kingston's fucking old.
Reg Holland's probably fucking 57.
It's all bullshit. Like, probably has an IQ of 57.
I mean, Reg Holland gets beat here by Xavier Woods.
Oh wait, we forgot about the end here. Natalya locked in a sharpshooter.
I already mentioned it.
You just said Fish's beatdown. You didn't really go into detail.
Oh, well, boring. I was bored.
It was weird. I was dead like before we started this review, and I'm wide awake. Smackdown's a ticket.
Close up and dead all night.
Anyway, Sasha Banks is trying to get in the ring to help Naomi, and Natalya's like on the outside of the apron, standing up, and she kind of locks her in a sharpshooter. Well, Sasha Banks is in the ring, but Natalya's outside the ring. And instead of, like, sitting down on her lower back, she's kind of using the ropes as her ass to sit down on the to apply the pressure. So she was using the bottom rope to apply pressure in the sharpshooter, but I get what they were going for. Like, oh, this looks cool, but in reality, it's like, wouldn't that hurt more if you just done it normal?
Yeah.
Did you see it?
I fell asleep though when you talked about Natalya, yeah. Something about her...
Sharpshooter.
Holding onto the ropes or something.
No.
Sadly, there wasn't one around my neck. But...
Right, moving on.
Right, Xavier Woods defeats Reg Holland. Reg Holland had him beat, but the whole maneuver...
I called this, see at the start in our preview, or was it only me that did the preview? I can't remember. But I says, look, Xavier Woods and Reg Holland, Kingston and Kofi Kingston, 50-50 booking. And,
Kingston and Kofi Kingston? Sheamus and Kofi Kingston?
Sheamus and Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods and Reg Holland. I was like, they're going to do 50-50 booking, and I guarantee you, the two Irish guys, fucking Sheamus ain't the one getting beat.
Was Reg Holland Irish?
I don't know, is he?
Was he serious?
I'm assuming so.
Well, Pete Dunne's English.
Well, he's probably British, and I don't know, some fucking Union Jack loving bastard. Anyway,
see something like this. This is literally getting like half an hour on the show, this feud, and it doesn't deserve the half of my shite. This is the truth.
And Butch was nowhere to be seen, and they're all like, where's Butch? I could not give a fuck. I'm glad Butch there was nowhere to be seen. He's probably standing there, it's just that fucking small, you can't see him. Anyway, moving up next, something that I just do not want to see, the story of Lacey Evans. This is chapter 4. I'm assuming we've got one more chapter then.
I didn't hear any of the chapters.
Every single week, she is talking about how she had a hard time, and that her daddy wasn't there, and that she didn't have a privilege. She wasn't privileged like most girls, and she didn't have the opportunities that most girls had. And she remembered graduating, and she was looking into the crowd, and her dad wasn't there, and it made her so sad.
Blame the man.
And it's like, she's supposed to be a baby. This is like heelish. This is like pathetic. I mean, I just don't get it. Like, I mean, wait, just she like fucking 30? It's like, why?
Why indeed?
I mean, who cares, right? You grew up without a father, and what? I mean, a lot of people did. I mean, a lot of people's parents die when they're young.
Did he die or did he job out?
I think he jobbed her out, but I just don't understand these. It's like every week, it's the same fucking thing. She complains about not having a dad and moving from house to house and being homeless for a bit, and like, we get it.
So look at you now.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
Fuck all do you now?
You don't need a dad, you fucking Daddy Flair, like a year ago.
It would maybe work if she was just in the main roster.
Yeah, I agree, but since we've already seen her past, it's like, it's just hard. It's hard to buy.
I'm in the military, but remember, my daddy jobbed me out. Player.
I mean, fucking a year ago, she was carrying Ric Flair's kid. But anyway, moving on. We move on to the Beat the Clock challenge. It's Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair in the challenge. Ronda Rousey is taking on Shotzi Blackheart. Charlotte Flair's taking on
Aliyah.
Aliyah. I used to get Aliyah and Alicia Mysterio mixed up, or whatever she's fucking called, but apparently they're two different people. Seen Dutch Mantel complaining online about how they kept Aliyah for 7 years, then but got rid of Gacy, or what's that guy called? Harland? After a year. Plus, I don't think that Harland said any racist shit. You never said the M word on Twitter?
God damn.
But I guess because she's like Middle Eastern and they're going to Saudi Arabia and all that stuff, they're trying to, you know, keep as many. I mean, that's got to be the reason why, like, Shanky's getting matches and Fear's getting pushed and Mahal's beginning to become relevant again and Aliyah's beginning. You know what I mean? Come on, it has to be. Mansoor. That Mansoor guy shouldn't be on the roster, should he?
No.
And you never fucking see him. They only pull him out once a fucking year for the Crown Jewel show. I mean,
no, he doesn't even appear. He just appears on the fucking Crown Jewel.
Thought he was fucking dead. The next minute we're in Saudi. Oh, we brought him back from the dead there, bro.
These people in Saudi Arabia don't have in it. They have camel piss and they think this guy's the fucking Raw.
Here's the thing. McMahon thinks all they want. This guy is fucking Raw Taker. See that time they had the promo package for Taker on the last show? They erupted. They thought Taker was there, and it was just a promo package. I felt a bit bad for them. Like, probably thought I ever felt bad for them. Like, but I did. Anyway, let's beat the clock challenge. We need to beat the clock. Can we finish this review before Stevie falls asleep? That's the challenge right here. So Ronda Rousey was up first. She took on Shotzi Blackheart, who again, I mean, fucking appears like once every 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
Didn't know I thought she was released, but nah. Ronda Rousey, the first half, like 40 seconds of the match, Shotzi Blackheart just runs around the ring, and then, you know, escaping Ronda Rousey. When Ronda Rousey gets back in the ring, she leaves the ring, etc., etc. And then, like, when on the third attempt, she leaves the ring so slow to allow Ronda to catch her. Things like this just looks fucking fake. See if you can't do something.
I'll tell you what, and see this, it's a problem with women's wrestling. The men
can pull this off. It's like seeing you see this thing where they hold down the bottom rope and the person dives out it. I mean, who was it? Was it Nia Jax and Liv Morgan?
Yeah, yes, that was awful.
Was it Nia? No, it was Doudrop and Liv Morgan.
No, well, it was just a fat bastard.
Oh, it was like was it a 10 woman tag or something on Raw?
She was running in slow motion, like.
And Liv Morgan's already pulling down the ropes, and Doudrop just keeps running and then just jumps. Fucking awful. Anyway, that's kind of similar to this. Ronda Rousey wins in like 1:47. Then Charlotte takes on Aliyah. She had 40 seconds to go. She's about to put in the sharp shooter or the fucking
Cobra Clutch.
No, the
Kimura.
No.
Who's doing the move?
Woo, that move.
Figure 4.
That's the one. It's bad, like when you forget Ric Flair's finisher. We never fucking won a match with enemy. Jesus Christ. Anyway, Charlotte goes to put her in the figure 4. Aliyah like kicks her from behind, and Charlotte falls to the side with about 20 seconds to go. Charlotte runs back in the ring, gets her down again, locks in the figure 4 with about 8 seconds to go. Manages to turn it into a figure 8 with about 2 seconds to go. But Aliyah doesn't tap out. The timer's over. Ronda Rousey wins. Charlotte's pissed off. She blames Drew Gulak. She beats up Drew Gulak. And that's kind of... She blames Drew Gulak for not calling for the bell, even though Aliyah never tapped out. So, and that's how SmackDown ends. And it's like
a tutorial in the WWE game of getting beaten up by a man.
It's kind of weird how Ronda Rousey can beat the shit. I mean, Charlotte Flair can beat the shit out of Drew Gulak, and it's okay. But I mean, if the roles were reversed, people would probably be calling for WWE to be cancelled. I mean, it is what it is.
It was a very shit SmackDown.
I wasn't. Yeah.
Well, it was.
Well, could have been. Aye.
What do you mean, could have been? It's the end of the fucking show, and you say that's like 20 segments to go.
Right, go then, finish it.
Well, that's it, guys. 29th of April. This is the go. Is it a go-home show?
No. If there was a go-home show, we'd be watching the pay-per-view right now, you think?
I'd be fucking... Aye, it would be. Alright, aye. Well, anyway, guys, we'll probably get another contract signing next week for some match. So, what was this? What was the whole point of this beat the clock thing?
Nothing. There's no stipulation, nothing for winning it.
So why is Charlotte taking it so bad?
Probably she doesn't like to lose, I don't know.
Aye, but...
It's not like the winner of this gets to choose their match, because the match is already chosen.
It's a nice quick match.
It's not like, winner of this enters last in the chamber match, or, gets a higher number in the Rumble. None of that shit. It's just all bragging rights there.
I'll give it a 1.
A 1?
Yeah. I think the steel cage is pretty good, but everything apart from that was shit.
Contract signing was no bad.
Nah. It's the same shit. It falls under the same shit different week, but it's not really their fault.
I'm going to give SmackDown.
Do you know your enemy? Do you know your bedtime?
I'm going to give it a 2.
So 1.5?
1.5.
Can't I complain with 1.5?
I mean, yeah, the steel cage match is alright, but let's just look at the other matches, right?
No, it's not.
No, let's just have a quick look, right?
Right, 10.
And see if they're, like, SmackDown worthy, right? Shanky versus Ricochet.
No.
How the fuck is that an Intercontinental Championship match? Seriously? Shanky versus Ricochet. I don't get it. Raquel Rodriguez against someone whose name we didn't even get.
No.
Naomi versus Shayna Baszler.
No.
Xavier Woods versus Ridge Holland.
No.
Kingston versus Sheamus.
Probably, yeah.
Ronda Rousey versus Shotzi Blackheart and Charlotte versus Aliyah. I mean,
I guess if they're in the match, Ronda Rousey can pull it off.
I know, but it just seems like a bunch of, squash matches to me, and with the New Day and Ridge Holland and Sheamus going 50-50.
Yeah, like, just a bunch of different alternative ways of doing that tag match over and over and over, and guess what? Over again. And then we had a steel cage match, which was no bad.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't really get it. Like, I'd rather them see do something different. Like, why not have...
And then it says, Raquel Rodriguez has dreamed of this moment with beating developmental talent that is worse than the people you were beating on NXT. What's your fucking point there?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, guys, that's it. 1.5 out of 10. A 26-minute SmackDown review.
The last thing you want it, guys, when you want to go to fucking bed, that's all I'm going to say.
Up next, Rampage. Till then, peace.
Let's do it. I'm feeling